What's up guys, it's SRC bringing you another Modern Warfare 3 video. This time it's Domination on the map Lockdown, and this is probably one of my best gameplays I've had to date and also the most frustrating game to date. We were actually playing in a group, just a couple of friends, and we were playing on the map Dome, and I ran that game with the Silence Spaz 12, which if you've ever played that gun, it's absolutely awful. And then to put a silencer on it, it really makes it awful and puts it into what's literally almost just knifing range. You'd almost be better off just knifing because you're not going to get a hit marker with a knife. So it was awful. But the people in that game, there were a couple of split screeners that were just terrible. And you could literally walk up to them, put the gun to their head, and pull the trigger. And so when this game started, I saw that we had the same split screeners on the other team. And I wanted to kind of put on my try-hard pants, see if I could get an M.O.A.B, because I figured if there was ever a time to do it, it was probably against these guys. And that's one of them up there, this Throat Rippers, that weren't doing so well. And so, unfortunately, I didn't have enough time to put together a specialist class. Since I've prestiged, it takes a while to unlock the specialist and then to get all the perks that you want unlocked for it to really be a playable option. And so I just haven't really built a specialist class this prestige, and so I was stuck with the assault class. But in this game I'm running the ACR with the silencer, and the perks that I'm using are scavenger, assassin, and marksman. And I don't ever run assassin, but I just wanted to give it a try just to see, is it really effective compared to not having it and just running like a hardline. Like, does being off the UAV really make that big of a difference? And so I was just giving it a shot. And you can see when I started this game, right out of the gate, I die right away. And I was just kind of frustrated, like, oh man, I thought I was going to have a good game. But then, I realized, like, it doesn't matter. Who cares if you died right away? You still have the whole game to put a streak together. So let's go do this. Let's go do some work. And so you'll see in this game, I kind of feel like I just had a little bit of bad luck. And part of it is I really don't like this map at all. I just don't understand the spawns enough to be able to predict where they're going to be. I mean, certainly you can look at a UAV, realize, okay, they're all up by ADOM. But by the time you run up to ADOM and get there, the spawns could have flipped back. And a lot of when I do really well in this game, it's understanding and predicting spawn systems. And, that's something I don't really do that well on this map. It just doesn't seem like it comes up in the queue very often. I don't play this map nearly as much as others, and I just don't really like it that much. And for my kill streaks, I'm running a Predator missile, attack helicopter, and Reaper, which is also a really bad combination for this map specifically, just because there's so many buildings. And so you'll see here, I think in this game, combined, my kill streaks are only going to get me like 9 kills or something like that. I don't know. But, so you'll see here I get my attack helicopter, and I call that in, and then, really it's just a matter of, trying to run around the map somewhat cautiously. I didn't want to camp, I didn't want to hide out, but I wanted to play really cautious as well. And so you can see here, I see a red dot on the map. I see him out there. I'm not sure if he's coming this way or not. And, I make a move I probably normally wouldn't, is where here I let my teammate cap the flag, and instead of helping him cap it, I just moved to a position where I thought I would have a better chance at a gunfight. So as soon as he'd come around this corner, I'd be able to start shooting him before he even had anticipated getting into the gunfight. Whereas if I was sitting on the flag, it would have been an even gunfight, or maybe given him a slight advantage. And so, those are a few steps I think I take in this gameplay that I normally don't. Here again, just playing a little conservatively, decided just calling my Reaper here. Normally when I get my Reaper, I just kind of don't care about staying alive anymore. It's really just, I realize that the streaks do start over again, but I just feel like, okay, I've made that accomplishment. Now I'm going to just play a little bit more aggressive and try and rush a little bit. But, now that I had in my mind that I was playing a bad team and wanted to put together a long kill streak, I did play a little bit more conservatively and tried to stay alive. But I think that I do get into enough engagements in this game that it's still, a good gameplay to watch and still pretty entertaining. So, I can see here that we don't have B anymore, and I see that red dot. I see where the guy is around the corner. Now, normally I'd probably go try to get him out of there. But again, knowing that, I'm trying to put a long streak together, I just feel like that's, a 50-50 proposition at best. And so I'm just kind of waiting for, felt like I was kind of pinned back there, so I just kind of waited for him to die, and then I got out of there. So that's, why you see me kind of sitting there. But in this game, I end up 31-1, which, I died right off the bat. That was my first death. So I have a 31 kill streak in this game. And when I looked at the stats at the end of it, my highest gun kill streak is a 23. And I thought that I was one away from the M.O.A.B at the end of the game. And so I was totally frustrated. Just, couldn't even enjoy the fact that I had a good game because of that. And so I ended up actually 2 away from the M.O.A.B, which is by far the closest I've gotten so far in Modern Warfare 3. But it's really led me to believe that now I know I can do it. Even though I haven't done it yet, I just know for sure that I am capable of getting one. And it's just a matter of time, matter of playing enough games. Which for some people, they can get an M.O.A.B almost any game they play. I'm just not good enough to do that. I don't know, I just don't feel like I have the gun skills or the map knowledge to do that. I think that that's really the top percentage of the population that's that good at this game. And I don't consider myself to be in there. I never have claimed that. So, for me, it'll be a big accomplishment. I have 20,000 kills in this game, and I don't have an M.O.A.B. So when I do get one, it's going to be an awesome experience. So let me know in the comments below, have you guys gotten an M.O.A.B? And if you have, kind of what was your secret to doing that, or your path that you took to do it, and how long did it take you? Was it something you were just able to do right away when the game launched, or was it kind of a learning curve for you? I'm pretty curious to see that, because I watch a lot of videos on M.O.A.Bs from some of the big YouTubers that are just beast game players, and I can't say that I really learned that much, just because they're so good at the game. They can just walk out in the open and get a 5-man, feed, and it's just, if I put myself in that situation, 9 out of 10 times I'm gonna die. So just let me know in the comments below if that's something that you guys have done yet, or if it's something that you're still working on like I am. And so just to talk about the gameplay a little bit here, it's kind of wrapping up. We're at 151 to 84, easily going to win this game. I've got my portable radar down on the B flag, and I see here that they're capping B. This is a pretty good moment, and so I run out here and just run into like 4 or 5 guys here. And then last stand, I hate last stand. It just slows you down. So I get 3 of them and then get out of there so that I can, just kind of reload and reset basically. And I think my teammate maybe killed the last guy that was there. And so now I've got my Reaper again. And this is probably the one point in the game that I would look at as a mistake, is that I took the time with these kill streaks. I should have realized that I was on a pretty good kill streak here and pretty close to that M.O.A.B, and I should have just not used the Reaper, not used the Predator missile. Maybe use the Predator missile just to see the map position for the enemies, and then I should have just gone after him and been more aggressive at the end of the game here. I guess I wasn't really totally aware that the game was going to go as fast as it did. I mean, it was almost I think it was like a 9-minute plus gameplay, and it played out in my head like a 5-minute game. It was super fast, and it just ended really quickly. So I guess I wasn't really expecting the game to end when it did. But you can see here we've got him triple capped, and that really speeds up the game, which was kind of unfortunate. I guess I should have tried to push the enemy a little bit at the end there. I didn't realize how close I was, and I have to say this was probably the most frustrating game, just because I knew how bad some of the players on the other team were, and I feel like I just didn't take advantage of it like I could have. And so you can see here I'm just kind of desperately looking for kills, like where there's got to be somebody in a window somewhere. If they've got the ADOM, they're either usually in that main building or coming down the back stairs to B, like this guy just did. And so I get him, get another helicopter, and call that in, and then I see another guy and get the final kill cam here. And so, like I said, final score 31-1. Only died once, almost a flawless game, and 2 away from an M.O.A.B. I'm gonna get one, guys, and as soon as I do, I will be the first to let you know. I'll post that up on my channel. But if you have any tips or tricks to getting that, certainly leave those in the comments below. I'm certainly interested in hearing about that, because like I said, I think it's just a matter of time, and wish me luck. Now, for a couple of videos that you may have missed, I do have a link here to those. The first one on the left is going to be the Modern Warfare 3 latest patch information. I talk about some of the updates they've made to the spawn systems and the prestige token glitch that they've been putting out some bans on lately. And then the video on the right is my 6th prestige combat record. I just prestiged again this weekend, and give you a rundown on my stats, which I do every prestige. And then, of course, at the bottom here, you can click to subscribe to my channel. I do bring Modern Warfare 3 videos every single day, And so if you enjoy what you're watching and want to kind of follow my journey through the game, go ahead and subscribe and you can see that content. Other than that, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the game.